Welcome back to another AI Practitioner exam bite. Reviewing the question from the previous episode asking which combination of models and criteria should they prioritize, the answer is D. Tighten text models for translation and stable diffusion for image generation, prioritize latency and modality-specific performance. Now this question tests the ability to balance multiple technical criteria, in this case latency, multilingual support, modality-specific performance, while considering the specific requirements of the application: real-time, short phrases, occasional image generation. For real-time translation of short phrases, low latency is crucial, and tightened text models are optimized for quick inference, making them suitable for this task. Stable diffusion is the appropriate choice for occasional image generation, as it's specifically designed for this modality. Input-output length is less critical for short phrases, so it's not a top priority in this scenario. The tightened embedding model is not designed for direct translation tasks, making that option incorrect. And modality-specific performance is important here, using models optimized for text, so tightened text, and image generation, stable diffusion, respectively. Alright, let's dive into today's exam objective. Understand the effect of inference parameters on model responses, for example, temperature and input-output length. So when we're working with AI models, especially large language models, you can tweak various parameters to control the output. Let's explore 4 key parameters: temperature, input-output length, and 2 extras I wanted to throw in as they're important: top P and top K. First up is temperature. Think of temperature as the creativity thermostat of your AI model. With a low temperature, close to 0, the model becomes more deterministic, like a cautious chef following a recipe to the letter. It sticks to the most probable responses, which is great for tasks requiring accuracy, like fact-based Q&A or mathematical calculations. Higher temperatures, close to 1, allow the model to get more creative, like a chef experimenting with new flavors. It produces more diverse and unexpected responses, ideal for brainstorming or creative writing tasks. Next is input-output length. Input length is like the background information you give to a storyteller. More context often leads to more informed responses, but also increases processing time and potentially cost, as most models charge based on the number of input tokens. Output tokens is like setting a time limit for a speech. It controls how long the model's response can be. Setting an appropriate length ensures you get a complete answer without unnecessary information. Now let's move into some extras: top P or nucleus sampling and top K. Imagine you're at an ice cream shop. I love ice cream. So imagine you're at an ice cream shop with 100 flavors. Top P is like saying, I want to consider the flavors that make up 70% of our sales. That could be 10 flavors or it could be 30, depending on how the sales are distributed. So a low top P, like 0.1s, mean the model only considers the most likely outcomes. So the 10% most likely outcomes, like the 10% most likely flavors or most popular flavors in the ice cream shop. So that might be limiting your choice to only 2 or 3 best-selling flavors, because those are the top 10% best-selling flavors. A higher top P, like 0.7, allows more variety, like considering all flavors that make up 70% of sales. So that's top P. Now top K is like saying, I want to consider exactly 20 flavors, regardless of their sales percentage. So if K equals 1, only the single most popular flavor is considered, and that might be like vanilla, because that's the top seller. If K equals 50, the model chooses from the 50 most popular flavors, like offering the top 50 flavors on your menu. The key difference between the two is that top P adapts to the probability distribution. It might consider 5 flavors or 50, depending on how concentrated the probabilities are. Whereas top K always considers a fixed number of options, regardless of their individual probabilities. So it's not a matter of choosing one or the other. These parameters work together to shape your model's responses. Temperature affects how random the choice is from the selected tokens, or in our analogy, how likely you are to choose an unexpected flavor. Top P and top K determine which tokens are available to choose from, so which flavors are on the menu. And input length provides context while output length sets the boundaries, like how much ice cream you can fit into your cup. Remember, adjusting these parameters can significantly impact your model's performance and the quality of responses you receive. It's all about finding the right balance for your specific use case. In practice, for creative tasks, you might use a higher temperature with a moderate top P or K, like being more adventurous with your ice cream choices. For factual responses, lower temperature with a stricter top P or top K could be better, sticking to the tried and true favorite flavors. Always consider your input-output length to balance context, but also conciseness. Let's do a review question to finish off. You're using a large language model to generate product descriptions for an e-commerce website. You want the descriptions to be creative, but still relevant to the product. Which combination of inference parameters would you likely use? A, low temperature, high top P. B, high temperature, low top P. C, low temperature, low top P. Or D, high temperature, moderate top P. As always, post your answer into the comments and we'll review this in the next episode where we'll be looking at what is retrieval augmented generation or RAG and when is it useful. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to follow, like, or subscribe. See you in the next one.